Welcome to Scaffold, the entire stock market like you've never seen it before. You'll find the best quality companies with the greatest safety margins towards the top right. The lowest quality companies with no safety margin are the red dots located on the lower left. To zoom in, click on the zoom tool. To move around the stock market, click on the hand tool. To search for a company, choose between company name or stock code and type your selection into the search bar. Starting at the top, instantly see the sector in which the company operates, followed by a snapshot of its value in the Scaffold line chart. Next, compare the current market price to Scaffold's estimate of future value, as well as the outlook for future income. Further down, you'll find Scaffold's quality and performance score, followed by the Scaffold verdict. Scaffold's verdict is a quick visual summary to help you assess if the company may be worth further investigation. Click on the News tab to read the latest bulletins from the web. For a summary of the company's business, click Profile. Show on Aerial View highlights the company's position in Scaffold's Aerial Viewer. The Fast Facts screen also offers links to evaluate a company in depth, compare it to other companies, or add the stock to your portfolio. Click Open Filters and select or deselect your preferences based on quality, market capitalisation, stocks covered by analysts, and industry sectors and groups. Adjust the slider to filter by safety margin. Now click Apply Changes to see your filtered view of the stock market. Switch to Scaffold's Table Viewer to further refine your selection. Choose a header to resort by your preferred parameters. Click and drag the scissors, then crop to narrow down your view. Choose a different header and continue cropping until you've formed a list of your preferred stocks. Or reset to start again. Let's look at Australia's Big Four banks. Search for each bank and click Compare. You'll find each company at the bottom of the screen. Add up to 6 companies and click Compare. The next screen shows your selection including the Scaffold verdict for each company. Compare by quality, performance, or other metrics specific to your selected business or industry. And navigate to Scaffold's first Evaluate screen, General Info. General Info begins with the Scaffold verdict. Next, it provides a description of the business, a brief summary of the latest financial results, the company's contact details, and key business and market measures. Scroll down to read the latest news about the company. Evaluate Scaffold's estimate of a company's intrinsic value compared to its market price. This is what we call the Scaffold line. Scaffold estimates up to 10 years of intrinsic value historically and 3 years of forecast value. The thick line represents Scaffold's estimate of intrinsic value based on reported results. The thin line is the estimate of intrinsic value based on an average of historical performance continuing. The orange line on the right of the chart represents forecast value based on consensus analyst data. Move your mouse along the line, or click Show Data Table to see Scaffold's value estimate for each financial year. Scaffold calculates and displays up to 10 years of quality and performance scores. Quality is rated A to C. Companies scoring an A display the most compelling quality and have the lowest risk of encountering a liquidity event. Companies rated C are red and considered poor quality and high risk. Rated 1 through 5, the Scaffold performance score measures business performance and likely continuity. A score of 1 represents excellent performance and continuity, 2 good, 3 average, 4 poor, and 5 very poor. Scaffold's quality and performance score interprets the financial strength, stability, and efficiency of a business. Scaffold displays up to 10 years of historic earnings per share and 3 years of forecast earnings where available. The green column indicates improvement compared to the previous year, while the red column indicates deterioration. The blue line represents the price to earnings. Move your mouse along the line. or click to Show Data Table to see actual figures. Likewise, you can navigate the dividend screen below. In the dividend screen, the blue line shows the dividend yield, accompanied by the pop-up data points. Scaffold's capital history displays a company's relationship with its owners and lenders. Mouse over the columns for important summary statistics. Discover how much capital, debt and equity the business has employed to produce the change in profit after taxes. Open the data table if you are interested in the figures that are displayed in the chart. However, the key facts summary at the top of the page translates the table into plain language and makes the chart even easier to understand. The data is sourced from company reports and external data providers before being consolidated and interpreted by Scaffold. Scaffold integrates up to 10 years of data from a company's profit and loss and cash flow statement to produce Scaffold's Cash Flow Evaluate screen. Scaffold displays whether cash flow generated from operations, which is represented by the blue line, and cash dividends paid, displayed as the grey columns, exceed reported net profit after tax, which is shown as the green column. Scaffold's funding surplus or gap, represented by the green line, interprets how the cash generated by the business has been utilised and whether or not the company has required external funding to finance its activities. If a company generates positive cash from its operations, but then spends more cash than it's generated, a funding gap occurs. In this case, the green line falls below zero. Should cash flow improve, the green funding surplus line will move into surplus and above zero.